All right. All right.
Uh,
I'm recording. We're doing the thing.
all right.
The
Hello.
aspect
What's up?
ratio is going to be
Welcome
so
to the stream.
weird, but it's going to be great.
You know what else is weird?
What's that?
Your face.
Oh!
Are you telling everyone what you're doing right now?
What?
This is disgusting.
You're disgusting.
Oh my god, Christmas eating
Oh!
ramen without boiling it.
So, all
Here we
right.
go.
So the thing to remember with this is that everything that you have, every piece of media, everything is an input. Now you'll see there's a bunch of little tabs there on your main screen. Like there's blank and blank listed.
Yep.
So yeah. So let's just go ahead and add an input. So anything
It's on
like
kitchen,
a
in
base
kitchen?
input, like something that would be the
Oh,
fundament
thanks. Nice
foundation
of
of
you to join us.
a scene, like a camera or a video.
Watch
So
your
at the very bottom
toesies.
left, hit add input,
Okay.
select something,
Next isn't even.
Let's
add
see
it to
here.
the
So
browser.
I want to capture my. I have Overwatch in the background. So would this be desktop capture? Let's see here. I don't see anything else that would work.
Honestly, forget anything about capturing stuff from your PC.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
can do some of that stuff, but it's really not built for it.
Oh.
So
I'm
put
just
like
gonna capture
like
myself.
a web.
I have a web.
There, it's a webcam. All right, let's put. What camera do I have?
Sufficient
Magic
system
here.
resources.
None of the fuck.
Guys, I've killed the hostage. Can someone save the hostage? I got Cav.
This is so weird.
Okay,
Insufficient
someone else
system
has to go
resources
get the
exist to
hostage.
complete requested service. I'll close over. I doubt that's why. Try this again. Add new input. Camera.
Oh my god, minus 500 hostage
Oh,
killer.
wait, because I have OBS open. Oh, shit. I think OBS is using my webcam.
That would do it.
Bend and snap.
Hey, do you having any luck?
Makes it
Just trying to add my webcam right now. Which was
Oh.
just happened.
That's not the same
Nice.
thing. Insufficient system resources exist to complete the requested service. Add new input. Insufficient system sending error.
Resolution. Okay. Frame rate. Let's turn that down. NTSC 30p. Whoa, okay, it doesn't like that one.
What?
Did it say the same thing?
Who?
Invalid pointer.
What?
No, I go Logitech HD Pro webcam. Input default 720. Frame rate NTSC 30p.
Crazy.
Video format
Yes,
default.
will you have appearing?
Body device. I route it to my mixer.
Hey, we're in
Right, and
tower.
hit OK, and it says a device attached to the system is not functioning.
Okay, well, mine worked.
Does it not want to share the mixer with Discord? Nate?
No, because when I had the default, it still didn't like it. Here, let me try. Instead of going into a USB like bridge or whatever, I'm gonna go straight into the port on my PC. Let's see if that does it. Camera. Okay, never mind. I had XSplit running, so I think that was probably it.
That'll do it.
All right, so I get my webcam here.
All right, there we go. It wanted to force my webcam, so I picked like 680 by 4 something, and then it wanted to force it to some weird resolution. I have it in that, and it looks better.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, so let's add another input. So you've got your webcam. Just put a video of some kind. I've got the slideshow from the weekend. I suppose Fish can use the same thing since he also has it in Dropbox.
Oh, right. So add input now. I'm going to do
No!
video. Little books.
You right there. Fell again.
Battlefy. I wonder what Alan's thinking. He's like seeing all these updates and Dropbox, and he's like, dude, we're not even paying you guys.
All right, but I don't hear the audio that's playing of my video. I see meters.
Damn it.
Audio settings. Yeah, I got meters here, but
She's
I
on the
got pre and
floor.
post levels. Wow, this is amazing what you can do with audio.
Oh God. Oh. I just put my webcam source to live. And so since I have like the microphone from my webcam, I can hear myself now. And
Yeah.
it sucks.
Nice. Nate,
On the head of absolute OW skill.
under settings and audio outputs. Yeah, I know there's buses.
Okay, settings. Like, all right, so I'm looking at my video. My video's playing.
Come on, Tuki, you can do this. But you might have to zone.
Sorry, I mean, like, so have you got any
Oh, BS!
Dude, I'm getting like little shivers of excitement. I just started playing around now. It has 2 sources. And I'm like, oh. Putting out the grenade.
Channel all.
Wait, and it's gonna
Okay, we can just.
the feed of Billy
my
Boy.
God.
Hold on, though.
Come on, Tuki, you can do
But
this.
you might have to, Chris.
Oh, but only by a little bit. He's getting pushed, and he's still not done with his first aid. He moves over, gets him
Sorry, I
around.
just realized I walked away from the mic. I'm so used to having the mic on my wireless input. Yeah, settings in the top right for the main window. Go down to audio outputs. Just make sure that that's heading to the right output.
But the shots are not fast. To my comes goods again. That, I think, makes it.
There we go. Okay. Master output. Default Windows playback device.
Oh my God. Come on, Tuki, you can do it.
Oh my god, this is so clean. Holy shit.
Yeah, this is good. I like it.
Wow. I'm amazed. This is amaze balls. I wish you could capture stuff from your own computer.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of can, but it's not great.
It, like run a cable into itself.
Yeah,
Feels like
there we go.
auto cannibalism.
that would work. I've done that before.
Actually, yeah, you just throw it out on your game on an external display, and you duplicate that to another monitor, and then put it into your own capture card. Ugh, that feels gross.
Bit of a hack, but it works. All right, so Nate, did you end up adding a second source?
Yeah, I have a video in here. You kind of switch between.
Okay. So go into the settings for each one. So each source has a little settings cog on it.
Okay.
Yeah, in the bottom right of the
Yep.
little preview.
Settings Cogma. Okay.
Yeah, I get it. And change the color to red. So category to red.
Alright.
Note this is totally arbitrary, but this will just give you an idea of how.
Oh
Stuff
no. I know what's about to happen.
Oh, so
So-
it actually changes the picture. That changes the red
What?
or the.
I did it within the
just
time.
That little settings box.
But then each of those colors associates with a tab. So we're going to make the red tab our base.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where all of our base, what we would have stored as scenes
Shock zone
in
is
a
good.
previous life.
Mm-hmm. Got you.
So now go and go across to the green tab and add an input for something that could be like an overlay. So let's get it.
I'm gonna add an overlay.
I'm going to go.
So
So
this would just be add new input, right?
Yes,
Again.
everything is an input.
Careful that you do.
I get one of my smash overlays.
All right. Boom, boom.
And yeah. So everyone's got their.
Jesus
So you're in.
Christ.
So that was in the green
Ooh.
tab.
Oh, I need to add it. I didn't click on
Yeah.
green tab first.
If you go to the green tab first, it'll just create it in that one. Everything lives in the gray tab.
Okay.
So that's the list of all your sources, all your inputs.
Okay. I have a red and green tab. Very
All right.
Christmassy.
So click on your Logitech, well, whatever your
Yeah.
image is,
We're from Dan. We're
and click on the
from.
settings, and then click multi-view. Then on number 1, select your overlay.
Boom, boom.
So that's now on there. So that, so I mean, you can, so like if you click in any of those things on the right, it's going to automatically arrange your, sources and overlays in predefined settings, but you just probably want to leave it as default for now. So that's now attached to your,
That is so cool.
yeah. So
This is
that's
so
a,
responsive.
yeah, I know, right? Compared to like editing text in OBS.
Like I'm in the layer, the multi-view layer thing, and if I use my
Yeah, just
What?
I scroll
Why
I know.
no?
over one,
I don't
it'll just like
understand.
I can just scroll through all the different sources I have,
it's amazing.
and the video just like plays instantly.
Yep.
Can I do
Okay.
custom things here? Can I?
You can do many custom things, but we'll get to that soon.
Gotcha.
So like what I'm basically taking you through is the confusing stuff that you won't figure out on your own easily. So now, in the bottom right, you want to click the overlay, configure overlay setting.
What was that again?
Can you say
Advanced?
hello to
No, so
Omega?
bottom, no, so close that, like get out of that main menu.
Okay.
And
Little buttons on the
The
very
main screen.
bottom.
yep. Configure a transition effect. So let's do I don't know, slide, whatever you feel like. Don't really care. Set the duration to
What level? What level?
1000
Come on, team. What
milliseconds.
level?
Hold on, I'm a little lost.
So
The
bottom
bottom-
right, there's an overlay
the-
button.
So
the
if you
main
got out of the input configuration,
There we go. Okay.
Yep.
Found the overlay button.
yeah. So configure the effect duration and hit OK. So click over. So let's send your video live.
Mm-hmm.
So now click over to the green tab and select your overlay. Like you see your overlay on the green tab.
Yep.
And now if you hit 1,
Oh, there were 2 there.
so underneath the
Okay, there's 2 doors.
so if you hit 1, it activates that input as overlay 1 with the settings that you configured in the overlay menu. And it will transition in and out of
Why
that.
would you walk in front of him?
Got it.
So I feel like I'm arming a source right now.
You will sort of, because like when you click on that overlay, it says it turns that input on as an overlay with overlay 1 transition effect.
No, I'm outside of.
Okay.
So if you look at live and you click on your and you click on a source for overlay,
Shark and a piss.
then you should see that slide over on live. Like what with whatever transition you selected. So you would think it was like arming, but it's not.
Okay, so because I already have something on the live side.
Yep.
I'm trying to think about how to get rid of that because I'm not seeing because I've already primed or pressed the 1. Now that I'm in the green tab,
Cool,
and
this
there's
guy.
green 1 there now,
Door. The door.
but it's just like permanently there.
And click 1 again, and it should disappear.
Oh,
Interesting.
Oh, they must be talking to each other.
So that's the point of being an overlay rather than
Man, that was really
an
good.
input in the scene sense. Now,
Holy
if you
shit,
get ready
these
to get a little
2?
bit sick, now go back to your main screen where you've got. So, are you on the video or your webcam?
oh, I get
Webcam with
it.
overlay right now.
I get it.
So yeah, so you can select any source, any input, and turn that on as an overlay with overlay 1 transition. That fucked me for around 2 hours.
Oh my god.
Because
Oh
it doesn't.
my god.
Shit does not make sense, except for when it does. All right. So now put your webcam back live again. Click back to the overlay button in the bottom right.
Nice.
And this
these
time,
2.
select Stinger 1.
Good teamwork, you 2.
For some reason my webcam source now has my
Overlay is a thing.
oh because I put
Yeah,
over that.
Because you put it in the multi-view, which you can get rid of if you want.
Oh, okay, that's why.
So for stuff that's permanently there, you put it in multi-view. For stuff that you want to stay and leave, yeah.
I got you.
All right. So we're into the overlay settings on number Stinger 1.
Ha, ha.
So okay, I clicked overlay again.
Yep.
Fuck you, man.
And go on the top menu, Stinger 1.
Stinger input.
Now
I can't click it for some reason.
you need to,
Oh, on number and then Stinger 1.
Okay.
yeah. Now select your video as Stinger input and set a duration and a cut point. So I think I've got 1000 milliseconds in there, but you can do whatever you want. And then when that's configured, hit OK. We all there?
Okay, Stinger 1.
Skirt.
Yep.
Stinger input.
Skirt.
Set that Stinger input to your video.
All right.
And set the duration and cut point for 1 second. Or 1000
That's
milliseconds,
it.
whatever makes you happy.
Stinger cut point and duration.
Yep.
Thinks my cut point
Those
is
have-
greater than the duration.
Oh no.
I think. All right, I got it.
Okay, so you've got that. Now,
Accidentally being in Chris's camera.
this isn't broadcasting anyway.
X.
Now, no one can see you. Now, if you hit the Stinger 1 transition, it will play your video as a Stinger to transition between scenes. So you can set another input as a transition video, as a Stinger.
Okay. Yeah,
realize that's-
I'm getting an error where the cut point. Oh, duration. I have to make that a real.
Shut up.
So hold up.
Ah.
Basically, like I could have it be
Using my
I
drone
could have a
to
short
locate
video,
a
maybe
bomb.
After Effects.
Yes.
Like, transition thing that I just
Yeah.
set as like 1.
Ooh, banana.
That's crazy.
So
it'll be, I might have a whole layer, like a yellow layer, that's just my transitions.
yeah,
What?
yeah, exactly. And you're just keeping them organized.
Right.
Have a rook.
This is very cool.
Why have I got all
It
the
really
bananas?
is.
How would I pull in the Stinger input again?
So
Hey.
go into, because you've got the
Right.
Battlefy
Yeah.
thing. So go into the
I don't want
video
this.
assets
Yeah. I saw
and wait, thing. Streaming.
what I did was
Yeah.
went
So
to the-
get Broadcast.gg splash.
okay.
And then so put that in like say yellow. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
What? Oh.
Because I already have the sizzle file in there as an
Yeah.
input.
Yep. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter what, but that's.
Sure.
I mean, but that's kind of.
Tabs on the first-
I don't know. It's kind of overkill for what a Stinger is,
Okay.
because
Sure.
the Stinger is going to disappear really quickly.
Oh, okay. Got it. Why not? Let's do it.
So grab the Broadcast.gg splash and add that as an input, and then set that as Stinger input 1
Nice.
with a duration of 2 seconds.
All right.
By the way, this is this is totally ideal for a production machine.
I know, right?
Okay.
'Cause like
Cool.
you said, it doesn't capture, stuff from your PC so well. But if it's just sources, this
Yes.
does
Exactly,
everything we
like-
want to make it push button.
Mm-hmm.
And does it work with Stream Deck?
No, but it does have global hotkeys, which Stream Deck can do.
Oh, so not integrated, but you can just make your Stream Deck work play nicely with it.
Yeah, exactly, because Wirecast doesn't support Stream Deck either.
Yep. Okay.
But-
So I have this in as a Stinger 1, and then how would you?
So you see how you've got like all in the middle between the two sources,
Yeah.
between your current and your preview. You've got a bunch of transitions. Stinger 1 is also a transition. So you hit the button to transition to the thing, and then you get a Stinger briefly.
So we could
Just
like
like-
plan a whole show, even that has different transitions for like intro, outro, and sections.
Exactly.
So much stuff, yeah.
It gets even crazier. You can customize any of this shit per input, and you can even script it. So like every time that you can set up scripts so that every time, I don't know, a particular input goes live, that it executes some arbitrary commands that
hopefully win
things.
and get MVP.
Oh, like flash lower third for 1 second, then fade out or whatever.
Yeah. So under triggers, you can set say like on completion, on transition, on overlay in. If the audio goes over a certain dB, you can do things. You can automatically load other sources. You can.
Wait, when audio, you can create that kind of if statement.
Well, yeah. So one of the trigger options is for the sound getting loud.
Nice.
Wow.
So
Where's
like
triggers?
yeah. So under any input, you can create triggers.
Oh, okay.
Dope.
There we go. I see.
What? Oh my
Triggers on
god.
completion. Oh, and like it's so easy. You don't
Yes.
have to know any coding.
Yes, exactly. All right. So, so that's some pretty cool stuff. But let's go to add input, and go to titles/XAML. Are we all there?
Oh, you say again? I was caught up doing something else.
Yeah. So go to add input and add title slash click on
Nice.
title/XAML.
Okay.
So just let's start with the basics. So let's go just news HD or whichever news HD looking thing that you want.
Yeah.
And hit OK. So and then you can customize headline and description. Say, hi,
Very
I'm
blind. I'm very
Mushu
blind.
Beef. Description. I like beef.
Breaking beef.
I get it.
What?
So now, if you then hit, if you hit the overlay 1 button on Hi, I'm Mushu Beef, you then get that transition in and out again, in and again and out again, and so on and so forth.
And I see you can add a data source.
Yeah, I just like we're getting there. Just like I know that there's a really temptation to just click on everything. There'll be plenty of time.
Hey. Someone in
Animation's
tier.
so good.
Special tier.
It just looks so good. So funny.
Yeah.
Maybe. I
So if
should
you
say.
right click on the so if you right click on the XML sources are kind of special. So you right click on them and hit title hit title editor, and that lets you actually edit that text. If the live button is on in the bottom left of that, the live button is green. That means your text changes go in live. So you'll notice you change
what?
that, and about a second later the text changes. But unlike OBS, it's not totally fucked.
Damn.
If you turn that off, you can change it all at one time, and then send it live.
Cool.
So that's a thing, and that's pretty cool, I guess. So I'm gonna create another. So let's create another XML source. There are scoreboards, for example.
Eh?
Say?
Yep.
Yay, scoreboards.
Oh my god.
So let's add a scoreboard of some kind. Away, so on and so forth. Yep, all well and good. So let's add the scoreboard as a thing. And similarly, again, we go title editor, and then you can just select the home, the values basically from each of those things on the right. So home score 2, away score 3,
Whee!
and it updates.
Oh.
And that happens really easily.
First level.
Okay, so you can only right now for when you're bringing in the overlays with the 1, 2, 3, 4, only one source can be tied to it at a time, it seems.
Yes, and you can only activate one overlay at a time. But there's no reason, like if you've got multiple inputs that you want as part of an overlay, there's no reason that you can't add multi-view, add the other inputs as multi-views to the first one.
Oh,
You can also create virtual inputs. So basically, if you want to have like your webcam or whatever, but you want 6 different copies of it with each with different overlays, and you want to import all of them as predefined things, you can create virtuals of the original one, and it will just basically clone them.
Okay.
So did we get as far as the... That's live. So let's create another input.
Jesus, there were 3. No, I think I might have accidentally hit you once, but there were
You know
3
what?
people in front
You'll
of
get
us.
the rest. The
got
timer,
knocked
ticker,
down.
and text, they all do the stupid things that you think they do. So we want to create a social one. This is the last piece of the weird puzzle. So let's just create, like, I don't know, social title 1.
Also from title XAML.
Yep.
Social. Gotcha.
They're just passing each other right now. Skills finally turning. He's going to see the backside of Absolute, and he's going to
Cool.
zoom right into the head.
What?
At some point, I'm sure that you'll play with the countdown
Yeah.
feature, and
I mean, it's
figure out how to
contacting.
use
Everyone
timers and
just
so on and
goes
so
all
forth. Like
together.
to the scoreboards, we've got them built in, so it's really easy to
Except
control
for the
the countdown timers from there. But we're doing social now, so we've got our social title.
Really?
So now there was a program that would have installed at the same time called vMix Social. You can just fucking open that kind of, and smash them open.
Parents are very proud.
Wow. Allowing access.
I know. That's pretty great.
Dude, I was just having some fun with cross zoom. I was spamming cross zoom and making faces at the camera.
So great.
That was fun.
So we all in vMix?
Hey!
Social?
Yep.
Alright, I'm adding
so-
social source.
Riri?
Web interface.
Did you not hit social as a source when we were doing it, or is Nate behind? I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah, I'm just like editing things in the social title.
Okay,
The fuck's
so
on his nose? Goggles.
okay, don't edit anything there.
Alright.
So you want
my
to?
IP.
Did you open vMix Social?
Yeah. I am on it.
Is Nate in vMix Social?
Come on, 10 points.
Wait,
You little.
no, we're not talking about a social
Alright, I'm
title.
done.
No. So are you in
It's a
vMix?
new program. Right?
Do I have that?
It was installed with vMix.
You said that last time.
Got it.
Sneaky people.
Yeah. So, you want to click on the Twitter thing, for example,
Mm-hmm.
and log into Twitter.
Got it.
Gonna
Twitter
give you a
login has
pin.
not been configured. Click to Twitter. Oh.
Yeah, so you have to
I
click on the
didn't
actual
click
Twitter logo and
Okay.
use the pin that it gave you.
Okay.
So if you just want to do home timeline, for example, and hit OK.
So I'm logged in now on Twitter.
Yep.
In at least.
Yep. Feed type, you can do a search for a particular keyword or whatever, or you can do home timeline or user timeline or whatever. Go home timeline so that you can see what's being tweeted at you, or that you can what's on your home feed. And hit OK.
Where it says step 3, the feed type. Okay, we can just. Oh, I see. Gotcha.
Yep.
Just use user timeline. Okay.
Yep. Then hit OK. Now there's
Should
a
I leave it
button.
on the vMix, the default one,
no,
or switch to mine, right?
No, set it to yours, just so
Yeah.
that we can see something you've done.
Okay.
So hit OK on that,
Okay.
and then next to it there's a button, so you'll see that the number underneath it was 0 is now some other number. So then hit the on, and it turns green.
Okay.
All right. So now is it underneath where it says web interface? Click
So fucking
on that.
Okay. What?
So there's all the
Okay,
things.
I
So,
see.
sorry?
Yeah,
Oh no, really?
I'm with you.
Okay. So now you've got a web browser with vMix Social open,
Oh,
and you've got a list of all the
worse.
tweets that are on your timeline currently.
Uh-huh.
So click one of those that makes you happy, and add to queue. Maybe, and then click something else and add that to the queue as well. So now click View Queue.
I see view log.
View Log. No. So did you click on the View button next
Oh,
to
we're
Web
still in the
Interface?
web browser. Okay, got it.
Yeah. So now you see all your tweets. Yeah, and so you add some stuff. So click on View Queue, and then click on one of those tweets, and hit Send. And if you look in your, if you look back at vMix, you'll see that social title 1 has been updated with the current tweet information.
Okay, so you're not getting any oohs and ahs from me because in my vMix I didn't set up a social title.
What? That was the start of this.
I guess I missed that. Maybe I did. Isn't it? It's an input, right?
Yeah. So it's the title XML.
Oh.
So
Oh, right. Oh my god. Okay. And I need to add a source. Or
What?
I have social title now sitting as a blank input on my inputs.
Yep. What do you mean a blank input?
Sorry,
Shouldn't there be
I just did add input and then I did social title and that's where I am now.
add input title XML? You went to social tab and picked social title 1.
Correct.
Okay, so there should be an input that just says social title and is basically blank with with no text or anything in it.
Yep.
So actually if you go back to vMix Social for a second.
Yep.
And just go trigger overlay and select overlay 1.
So back in vMix Social, the Windows app?
The program app, yeah, the Windows app.
Okay.
Then underneath title, because you select your title source there.
Oh, I see. Oh, shit, okay. Wow.
Then you go trigger overlay 1. So go back to the web browser.
Okay.
So in the web browser, you still have your queue open.
Yep.
Okay.
Then click on a thing and then hit send.
That's cool.
Oh my god. Okay, so the one I picked was someone tweeting about Mitch.
Nice.
Molten Slow looking
This is a
Just
really
typed
good way
the
to
chat,
do a
there's a
talk
rib
show.
stuck in a piss.
Yes,
Someone's
it
like,
is.
"That
Holy
sounds
shit.
aggressive."
This is mind blowing.
And then you can,
That I can do that as an overlay.
Tweets.
yeah,
Like, oh, and you just tweeted this. I can't believe that.
yes, exactly. And
Can't handle
so,
emotes though. I mean emojis. Okay, though.
so what you might do, say, is so say that you send all of these to overlay 4 or whatever, and then you set the effect duration. So you set the total duration to like 4 seconds, so 4,000 milliseconds. And that way, whenever your social person or you, whoever, views the queue and sends something live, then after 4 seconds, it will take itself off.
Nice.
If I have actually configured it correctly.
So on
Which I have not.
completion.
No, I don't know what you're looking at.
Oh, sorry, I went into the input. I didn't do the settings for the social title.
No, forget
okay.
that. So you wanted to configure this in the overlay settings.
Okay, click on it.
and just set the duration to 4,000 milliseconds.
Okay.
You'll probably go back. I'd go back to vMix Social and change it to whatever overlay channel you've got it on.
Okay.
So I'm going to add some more things to the queue. Add some things. So every time now that you send that live, it will transition out automatically. So you can have someone who can't really screw anything up. So just sit there and click on some things.
So when you're clicking on you said configuring the duration from the overlay button. Now,
Yep.
so I've clicked on my source, then I click on overlay. Then I've set my duration to 4,000 milliseconds.
Sorry. So in the overlay settings in the bottom right,
Yes.
that's where you set the duration.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Yep.
what I'm doing.
Yep.
Do I need to change anything like the number or the stinger input?
No.
Like that? No.
No. Well, there's no stinger input because it's not a stinger.
Okay.
Stingers are only activated as a transition between scenes.
But I need to assign it a number, right?
Yeah, well, because you're editing a particular overlay number. So, like, you configure overlay number 4 in overlay settings, and then in vMix Social, you can say trigger overlay 4. So as long as that's the same channel, everything's happy.
Yeah, because when I click on the source or when I'm in the middle clicking on the number.
The middle clicking on the number.
So when I'm like activating that.
You shouldn't be activating it from there.
Oh, I shouldn't. Okay.
No. So you activate this by sending it to from the vMix Social web interface.
Try this again.
Yeah, like you can, when you search there, you're searching Twitter or whichever social platform you have connected, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I think what I was missing was on the Windows application. I didn't click trigger overlay.
Yeah. Cool.
Damn.
So that's all of the difficult parts that won't make any sense. The rest you can figure out for yourself, so go nuts.
Yep. Nice.
Cool. Yeah, it's crazy powerful.
Yeah, those just like so I think I spent like 8 hours on it or something, and like there's a bunch of stuff that came naturally, which you guys will no doubt go off and play with. But this was the stuff that I really had to beat my head against to brute force how it worked. So yeah, there you go.
And have you looked into, because the basic version is free, right?
I forget. So basically we need the $350 version.
Gotcha.
What do I need to turn on to make this go away after? Because I'm getting the send from the web app correctly to the live, but then it doesn't shut off.
Bye, Dan. Bye.
So you do
Good luck
overlay in the
test.
bottom right corner and select the overlay channel. That's where you configure the duration of the overlay.
Oscar.
So the web app
Oh.
is what ties the overlay to turning on, and the overlay settings for that overlay channel is what figures out how it goes out.
Shit. Okay.
And you can see now why, like, all of the overlays and things, anything that's not a complete, that couldn't be a complete scene on its own, I put in secondary tabs away from your clicks so that depending on what you want to do, you can click through.
This is so much fun.
Yeah, I know, right? You see why in the stream, like, why I kept like bouncing
Oh,
stuff
what?
in
It's
it
Grim's birthday?
Yeah.
on and off the stream.
Oh yeah, I
because it's
remember you were
super
just
fun.
going crazy.
Wait, so you can do basically like a scoreboard, and you don't even need the max resolution. I see.
Yep. And the scoreboard has some of the scoreboards have timers in them. And the timer controls next to that. You go countdown settings, and you go duration, stop time, whatever, and you can start, stop, and pause it. So
What I really want to play with is imagine if we had this all set up and we're doing a Tech Cup again,
Yeah.
and then they just put in the top 10 people with their scores into Google Docs, because that's all there's in Google Doc integration. And then
now you're picking up what I'm putting down.
Yep, it would just auto update based on whatever they put in the doc.
Correct.
Oh my god!
So that means you can have people working production effectively for your stream, completely remote locations. You can have, and if you have public IP or you can do a port forward, you can have people at a remote location doing your social.
Yeah, and then they just push to the broadcast. And... Oh,
Yep.
look!
And you just hope that they're not trolling.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's vMix. Play with things. There's some interesting stuff. There's a bunch of stuff around like signal routing and inputs and outputs that Nate will find interesting and Mish won't care about. There's a bunch of stuff around because you can chain all of these things together. Because you can set what happens after you do a thing and like these transitions in and out. You can quite easily build a workflow and scripts effectively to do all of this stuff in one click or what have you. And you can bind all of that to a global hotkey. And that's something that Moosh will care about that Nate probably won't care about. So
something for everybody.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And honestly, I could just press cube zoom all day and night. This is fucking great. Whoop, 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 whoop.
This is pretty big.
And like,
I wonder how it encodes.
Really well, actually. So the encoder
I saw you
settings.
streaming.
So the encoder settings, like, there's basically a checkbox we use hardware encoder, which means it will either use NVEnc or QuickSync, whatever, like, if they're available. There's not really any other like additional options around that, which is fine. But it's good because I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Like what encoder it is, I'm either using hardware or software. So
yeah.
Yeah. So there's Twitch stuff in here. You can actually quite easily stream and encode from this. Like I was encoding and streaming at 1080p 60 the other day, and it was barely putting a dent in my machine. I mean, that's obviously using a hardware encoder, but it still looked phenomenal. So yeah. So yeah, the encoder, because it's using FFmpeg, is like looks really good.
I just love that I don't have to wait for anything. It just works.
It's so fast. And the thing is, like, it's not even because it's lightweight. It's just not fucking garbage.
It doesn't get in the way of itself.
Yeah, like you look at Ycast and you go, how did this horrible mess of a thing ever come into existence?
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know, because usually you expect that of older programs, right? They bloat and they get shitty, and but this program's 20 years old.
Yeah.
Literally. It's I don't know. Anyway, so that was the results of my experiment.
This is awesome.
And now you guys can go and play amongst yourselves.
So
and,
what's the pricing on this again? You said $350 for what we need to do.
$350 for basically what. For the stuff that we need to do, it's $350 because we need what do we need? External, because you can quite easily, like, if you're going to stream directly off it, you can wait.
Oh wait. Oh god.
You can actually get away with the so because I want 1,000 inputs, I want to go fucking crazy Broadway style. So 350 is like really, you know, where you want to be. There's kind of no point in like yeah, I can't imagine who would like why you would do the basic HD version, because like what could you possibly use that for with only 4 inputs? Like I don't know. That makes fucking no sense to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, the 350 version is the one that we want. Because when it says like has the accent says 2 external outputs and 2 full screen outputs and 4 virtual, you get one of those already. You get the full scripting control in the $700 4K version, but like we don't like the scripting is pretty powerful, but honestly for what we're doing, like that's not, I don't know. It's honestly that's kind of outside of the budget of just like the time budget of the effort that we're prepared to put in. Like if I were running a full like broadcast production and things, and then you know that's when you start looking at scripting. And PGZ control is really cool as well. Like because if you have a PGZ camera, you know you set your positions for the camera. Like LPL only has one close-up camera, and it pans around like really quickly. But they just never cut directly between 2 close-ups. Yeah, so the close-up camera goes and zooms in on everyone, and they use a fuck the Teradek thing, TriCaster. So the TriCaster controls their PCZ camera. So yeah, so that's the thing, and now you are armed with the tools to go forth and, you know, experiment. And now you can learn about all the cool, funky stuff and the little bits that you will figure out on your own.
Yep. Great.
Yeah. See that, so that like if you add like 6 hours of frustration in between what just happened there, that was my vMix like startup experience. But I was so angry with Wirecast, I was prepared to push through it.
Yeah, I remember just like pretty much it was like the next day. Or was it the night? I think
it was later that night.
Later that night.
And
it's time for Wirecast to go in the bin.
Yeah, I'm just, and yeah.
Do you think? Do they have any good documentation for vMix?
No.
What if? Can we like get them to throw us a couple licenses for doing some videos and stuff? Do you know any of the people?
Maybe. Yeah, I've. So funny story. I used to look after their servers.
Yeah.
Like 14 years ago.
Yeah.
So I've kicked back on the relationship with them. Like I never worked directly for them. My company did work for, was hosting them, so I would like you know do their power cycling and stuff. But yeah, I've basically been trying to help them target this. I'm like, you know, the broadcast like this, the post Twitch world needs this, like, and so basically what I'm trying to do is get them to give this talk, but better.
Yeah. But
because
like,
this is the core stuff. Like people that want to do this stuff, they're smart. They don't need fucking all the dumb shit explained to them. They need the stuff that they won't figure out on their own. And you know what the equivalences are. So it's yeah. Wait, did you actually end up recording this?
I did.
Nice. Okay, well let's just save this video and I'll send them a copy of it and say, look, this is what I did to teach some people. If you could do something like this, but with less like Australians cursing, like that'd be fucking sick.
Well, I was thinking
Not
that
me on the camera doing my weird things.
what would be great to do is if we can get some licenses and then just start doing instructional videos for how we set up things.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I'd be happy to do
that. Yeah, well, I mean, the demo, like the 60-day trial is unlimited.
Yeah. Wait.
So the 60-day trial is like is the
everything.
pro version. So you have no restrictions placed on that.
When does that? Oh, so after 60
days
then.
from now. So you've got like so there's no restriction. So it's just, you know what, if you wanted to, you could just keep creating email addresses forever.
Yeah.
Like once every 2 months. which is great because you don't get locked out of it. Like I've been locked out of.
It'll save your presets and everything.
Sorry.
It'll save your presets and all that.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you can just save your whatever. Yeah, save your presets. The presets travel well between computers, which is fucking awesome. And then when sources don't transition, it does that. You can just replace them. You go, oh, change this source. So if you don't have like an Elgato or you've got a like Blackmagic,
Hold on.
you just go change that thing. And yeah. And then there's like the audio mixing capabilities, which Nate was sort of discovering. Like that's just sexy. So yeah, lots of coolness.
Do we know how to make .xaml files for like? Because these are all like pre-made.
Yeah. Oh, you
All
can
things.
customize any of them. And like, because you can actually go and open those XAML files, and there's a title designer that lets you create your own XAMLs. If you don't like, if you wanted to, you could programmatically generate them and whatever, but that shit's fucked. So if you just create a blank title and you can like populate it with graphics and text boxes and text fields and stuff, you can create your own ones really easily. That was when I was doing that. When I was doing, I don't know, I was demoing something on the Zotac background and just writing dumb stuff about people who lost and got shot in the face or something. And
Yeah, I saw that.
yeah, that was just a custom title.
When you would build that within vMix or a separate thing?
Yeah, no, well, you can build it separately if you want, because it's just an XML file, basically.
Yeah,
But-
I'm not familiar with that format.
No
Good.
reason.
So yeah, don't even worry about it.
Okay.
Like XML is only relevant to programmers who are trying to send structured data. So yeah, you can create those with your own sort of inbuilt title designer. And that's where you import your own graphics to it and set up where you want your text fields to live and what's a countdown timer and what's so on and so forth.
So yeah,
So-
because that's my last question is like, where would I go for that? Because I'm an input select.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I closed it already. My bad.
All good.
Okay, so I go add input in title XML.
Yep.
How did I do this last time? Oh yeah.
I see text.
I think is there a title designer? Where is the? Was it?
I see text. I see that's the thing.
Oh, so no, I remember. So next to where the overlay button was in the bottom right, there's a vMix title designer. There's like 3 bars, like the control options bars for mobile.
Oh, wow.
There's vMix title designer
Wow.
and title source manager. So you can just, and this is super janky to use, like how you drag around and where you put the text and the images is like a little shit, but it is what it is. And I don't know, there's actually just some confusion in here and I didn't quite sort it out about like when you have something selected and when you don't, and when you can drag it and when you can't. So I had some issues with that. But yeah, so you create your own stuff there. So if you want to do like fancy stuff, you'd create the XAML here, and then you would go into the like if you actually go and open those files. So because XAML is just text files, you can then go in there and like edit and say, oh, transition in this path of these elements as a slide from the left, and these elements as a slide from the right, or whatever, what have you. But like, don't do that because it's too much work.
Yeah, because I have like Creative Cloud, so I wonder if there's something I can create it in there and then just have it like drop it in.
Yeah, I mean, you would just create like an image, and then you just add that image here,
Yeah.
and then put some text fields on it.
Yeah.
So, and so it operates very similarly to like Ycast or OBS, except this isn't fucking garbage. Like you are this computer has like, what is it, like 100,000 times more power than, I don't know, what would have constituted a supercomputer in the past, and it can't edit text without grinding to a halt. Like, what bullshit is that?
Yep.
This is what happens when you just let people throw more CPU power at a problem instead of like fix your program. I am way more salty than I probably should be about how badly these things.
We've been
these
burned on
existing
it too many
programs.
times, though. I mean,
Like-
we've been burned every broadcast we do
Yep.
by Wirecast. Every
Yeah.
time we try to use it.
Go fuck yourself.
And like this was like that. It was so bad that we resorted to writing external programs to support it because it couldn't edit text.
So sad.
Yeah.
Just let
like,
me change the default style. That's all I wanted.
Yeah.
All I wanted.
That's just so mental. And like, I think they were like, yeah, I wished that I could explain to the people to Studio Coast how happy I was to open a text editor and have it be responsive. And I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah. So
Cool. All right. This is going to be so good. Dun, dun, so good.
so good. And yeah, data sources manager obviously does what you think it does. You add data sources.
Go. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to
nothing
play around
complex
making
there.
this little title thing because if I can make a title and then have the text somehow editable through an external thingy like Google Docs, that would be next level.
Yeah, so you will need a Google API key, but there are instructions on how to get one.
Okay.
Like you just like you log into a particular Google site and you say request a key,
This
and
is
then
so cool.
it generates one for
Like,
you. Yeah,
like this is the first time that it feels like that, despite the UI, like looking, you know what, for me, I look at it and I'm like, I know exactly where to go after I know where to go. After I know what I'm looking for, I can go exactly where I need to. And I click on things and they do exactly what I want them when I want them to do it. And then it's like, whoa, I can integrate something from a web source or like push from a web app through a desktop app to the program itself. Like, it is only finally now that feels like the technology matches what it should be,
yes,
as opposed to living in the past and doing workarounds all the time.
The guy with the crossbow
Yeah.
trying to shoot Rim, never got him once.
Cool.
All right, I'm gonna go play some PUBG.
All right.
All right. Good
Boot
night.
up.
All
Are
right,
you doing
enjoy.
test
I
server?
have to go run and do some stuff.
Don't know. I'm gonna see whatever the dudes are doing. I got a message like 3 minutes before we were gonna start
Nice.
because I was gonna go play with them after we did this, but then we started super late. So
Gotcha.
Nice.
I'm gonna see what they're doing. Yeah,
All right.
and yeah, have fun.
All right, we'll do.
Cheers.
See ya. All right, guys, we are going to leaving the call. We're going to continue because I really want to figure out, can we make the scene something that's editable? So I'm going to load in an overlay that we had used before. La 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 la. Just rearranging stuff. It's up here. Boom. Okay. I have an image. You know, let's go ahead and just label the stuff. Let's make this camera source. We're in already. That's good. All right, what about text here? I'm gonna grab this text again. Sweet. I say 0, 0. Cool. Okay. Add text. I already added that. So now I want to go back and select this text thing. Okay, I'm going to turn off this monitor because I can hear myself twice. That sucks. Okay, now we're clean. We're clean. We're still doing audio here. We're still good. We're still good. Okay, so I'm here. Title editor. Okay. The image. Oh my god. Okay, so there's this text thing here. Then I can. Wow. Why am I so happy right now? This is stupid. You know what? Can I delete that? I can. I can just go and delete it. Uh-oh. Continue. Did we survive this? Did we survive a crash? Okay. Still got rid of it. Deleted it. I can just delete all this stuff that. Wow. I can just delete it. I want this text. Can I rearrange this here? What is the order? Z index. Oh, that might be it. Okay, Z index. Make it a big one. Let's do this with an image. We'll find it a lot quicker. All right. Stretch. I can just do fit. Weird. Yeah, that's at least got me All right, well, it is a little bit janky, but I can work with it. Yeah, I can drag it way off the edge. Probably gonna be super frustrating to watch later. Oh wait, hold on. 1920 width. Wait, yeah. What is my canvas size here? There we go. All right, that is house. Okay, big number is on top. Oh, wow. Okay, what if I put it 100? It should be at the top of my list now. Okay. Okay, so it's going to alphabetize. Then I set my Z index. All right, so what I want is actually, this is at the back, because actually I don't want to see it. So let's do -100. That was for us to figure things out. And you know what? I'm actually going to delete it. I'm going to delete this. Can I undo it? No, I can't. Okay, so now I'm going to select this text, identify this guy. Since it's in front already, I don't need to change anything. So now I'm going to change the color of this to beautiful white color. What about here? Let's do Mooly. Do I not have Mooly on here? What about source? Okay. Going on have it. Do I need to download? Oh, I don't want that. Where are my fonts? Where are my fonts at? Okay. Fonts. There we go. Here's all my source. Now let's see if it's gonna download right away. So I just installed source. Can you autofill, please? Maybe it hasn't. Well, this is in alphabetical order, so it's fine. We do our big noodle tilt. I've just set my region. Cool. Stroke thickness, text alignment, beautiful. Center, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Can I name this? Text 4. Name. Wait. Can I not name it? I want to name this so bad. Okay, that's fine. Text 5. So what I really want to do is now duplicate this. Oh my god. Did you guys just see that? I just copy pasted this text source. Okay, I know. So XSplit does that too. Too excited. But guys, we might have done it. Dude, look at this. I mean, it's not the best, not perfect. But look. Now I got text 1. I can just copy paste the format to play nice with everything else. This is the Z index. Can I undo that? Nope. Just copy. Beautiful. Copy paste again. Look how easy that is. All right, guys. This is the moment of truth, though. So we've created 4 text boxes. We're here. Now let's save this as Gcam. Put it right. I'm gonna make. Okay. Now can I open this thing? Try this. Title designer. Now I can open. We can. Boom. We're back in, guys. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. So let's add a new input. We have our title. XAML. I can browse. Oh my god, beautiful. Okay, if only I could name these though, that would be great. That would be really dope. That'd be really dope. All right, guys. So actually, let's do this. Let's combine this with the scoreboard tool that pimped the crate. Because I want a data source. Oh my god, I'm so happy. This works. I'm going to be so happy. This is actually a little convoluted. It should do this. I know it should. I shouldn't be that excited. But I am. So this is where we keep our current stuff. So what is one thing? Team 1 name. Boom. Awesome. All right. What else? Oh. To name. Beautiful. I can update this every. P2 score. All right, so then if I change this up, look at that. Already it's updated. Nope. Okay. So now we have data sources. So this is going to be data source text. Change the form. Text2 is data source. Text here is. See, we're just doing this arbitrary. I don't know what's going to end up. Because these aren't labeled. I need to find a way to change these names. They're killing me. How do I sleep? The preview's not working. Oh, wait, what? Okay, so the problem that I did here with data source, I needed to do table text, column text. Data text column. A little bit, but just set this up. Is that it? What is this? Five sets. Hello. Look at that already. It's boom. That's beautiful. Okay, how can I get my nice? Hmm. Oh. Back to the overlay. What I should probably do actually is go into this and add the overlay. Ah. Multi-view. 3 cam. General. Ah. Wait. Holy shit. Wait, what if I... So let us make a new input. Whoa. Quick play. What? Close. Ooh. Where'd it go? I can't do that. Unlucky. Can I not honestly not pick that back up? Wow, you can just kill a whole scene by that? Okay. I don't know what just happened. Test. Color key. Wowee. Too many. The Okay. I'm getting distracted right now. Let's get back to multi. What I'm trying to do is now change the how big my scene is. This part of the video. Then what I was thinking about was creating a new scene that not bad, not bad. So what I want to do the chroma key is so I gotta turn this off. Freaking me out. Okay. Problem with this is that I want to introduce the overlay, like the position here. Oh, what if I put this again? I can't put itself again. How come this is not working? Huh. Working now. I don't want to change that. Okay, so okay, like this scene. I know I should get away from the constant scenes, but I want to make this a bit small. Create a dummy. Now I will add cam. Huh. I can just drag it. I gotta turn off this other one. This is funny. Hey. Look at that. So this is on top. Why is it on top? Why is it on top? The later overlays? Okay, so I guess the later overlay. Lower ones are. Okay. Look at that. Guys, we have our overlay. We ever seen? I mean, it takes a little bit longer to set up, but look how much more powerful this is. And this is the best part. So I'm actually going to go back into the 3. Where did I set the D? Where am I text? Can I adjust this? Whoa. I don't want that. Wow, you can see everything. Go ahead and close. Huh. Where to go? They're back here. You can kind of hack it that way. I put an image behind, and I use the other layers of it for the. But now what I want to do is for the XAML, I want to change it. Oh wait, do I have to go back? Oh god. I have to go back to the title design. It's where I changed. I have to edit text somewhere else. This is just text. And can I change this name? Right when I do that. Oh, what the hell? What's right here. Okay, it's a status bar. It's 5. Next one is caster 1. Okay, so we're done with that. Yes, I do. So now I think what happens is when I bring in the XAML, title editor. There should be a way to change this again. Okay, so caster 1 will be caster 2 is name. Caster 3 is gonna have to be a score. Okay. Right? Wait, oh no, I don't know. Now I can. I'm right now searching for the place that I put the overlays. Message box. Brilliant. Awesome. Message box. Let's try this. Look at that. Auto did it. I said the cool. Cool, cool, cool. So can I get back to this for the other one? The other 3 cam? Okay. Title editor. I'm gonna add back scoreboard. View cam, rather. Go. So now, when I change the scoreboard, you guys should see. Oh yeah, so cool. Look at me. I'm so cool. All right. That's dope. Yeah, I mean, this is as expected. It should work like this. But it was great to see that I was able to set it up. Now, here's the real question. Is can I go back to here? Title. Designer. Right? Sticks. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, right click. Title editor. Oh. Can I delete this now? So robust. That's so dope. Right click. Edit. Boom. Ooh, I'm excited. Excited, guys. Very cool. All right. I think that'll do it here. This one. Guys, vMix looking really, really good. Excited to play with it. And yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, we can go fade here.
Putting out the grenade. Wait, it's gonna find the
Cue this up.
feed of really my god. Come on, Tuki, you can do
But
this.
Jemai has the zone.
Oh, but only by a little bit. He's getting pushed and he's still not done with his first aid. He moves over, gets him around, but the shots are out first. Tumai comes through with the goods again. That, I think, makes that the 4th chicken dinner of his 5 rounds.
They're just passing each other right now. Skill's finally turning. He's going to see the backside of Absolute, and he's going to zoom right in on the head of Absolute OW Skill.
And we are in the broadcast, blah, blah, blah. We can run stuff. Cool, guys. Brilliant. 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 That will do it for recording here. Super excited to work more with this, and we'll see you guys next time.